Cigarette, sorry, somebody called. Yeah, if you have a better command of yourself in the room, people wouldn't treat you wrong. If you own yourself a little more, had a little more respect for yourself, people wouldn't treat you wrong. People have intentions. They will come at you with negative intention. They will come at you with a predisposed intention. They're going to come at you crazy. People are going to, because people are taking the easy way out. Trying to control other motherfuckers is easier than controlling themselves. People crave the understanding because they cannot fulfill their own. It's a yearning, it's the evil in people. Why do you know what you like? I will take it from you. Like, it's really, that's how it is. People are using others to do the work for them. That's what makes you unattractive. No one is obligated to hold your hand and take you anywhere. Do you know that unrelenting entitlements for someone else's time is making them lose passion for the thing they were trying to share with you? They start resenting you because they feel like you've tarnished the thing they loved for your own enjoyment, for you to get some bastardized version of it, not appreciated to its fullest, and then want to preach it back to me. People are always trying to make a shortcut. Nobody wants to do the work. That's why owning my shit has made me more attractive. That's why I get away with some shit. I'm not as groomed or great looking as some men, but people were fond of me. Owning my shit, being able to navigate myself, being able to control myself, being able to take my responsibility for my consequences has improved my posture, has made me take an interest in myself, has made me learn that I was being a fat fucking slob, and I could have been using my youth to enjoy and maximize how I looked instead of feeling sorry that I didn't look a certain way. That's so much time I wasted. It was so much time wasted over my own laziness. And people don't get that's how many years you will miss out on it. If you want to be a hoe, be the best hoe, but at least look the part. Perfect your looks. That's how we were raised. That's why everybody raved about the 50s. That's why everybody raved about people perfected their looks. Everyone was a little more camp. People took their look to the maximum conclusion. People were grotesque in the classical meaning. People were avant-garde, darling, old Hollywood. I'm talking about people look like Eartha Kitt. We still love a square jaw. We still, what's his name? Brock Hampton. I'm talking about John Wayne, even those black men, like when the 70s rolled in and the mustache, 5 o'clock shadow hit black men. Jesus. That was an aesthetic. Ooh, and then they kind of bushed it up into like a beefier mustache in the 80s with the bald head. Oh, it was such a look. A look. People committed to looks. Nobody wants to experiment. Everybody wants to be lazy and just the minimum requirement. And then you're mad. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? I can tell you honestly, any person I wanted, I got. And it was just about being me. I have good relationships with almost every ex. It's just about being me. And I was unrelentlessly me. I tasted the tastes. I've had, cabbage from Korea, Japanese yam. I've had duck soup from Thailand. I'm going to try it. I'm going to taste some stuff. I've had celery juice, wheatgrass. I've had, I eat prunes on the regular. You know what I'm saying? I take spirulina, stuff like that. Like, Try some shit. Those things will shape you, will shape your reality. That's why the people said back in the day, lovers kind of look like each other when they started getting older. You shape your reality with each other. People so lazy and just want to phone it in and think everybody obligated to treat you a certain kind of way and not even be true on how you look. Y'all out here projecting a 10 to 30% filter on how you look instead of accepting how you look. People compromise, baby. There's certain things I ain't gonna never be king of. My body ain't gonna never be tight. I'm always have stretch marks. That's the part, but I need to take them stretch marks and at least get the area tightened up what I can. I need to tighten up what I can. You know what I'm saying? I need to shave what I can. I need to brush what I can. I need to wash what I can. That's how you maximize attraction. People don't want to do that. I really get concerned about masculinity because it's a trap. It's a trap. That preset, you're supposed to get the bitch, get the house, get the kids, get the car somewhere in there. Those primal urges and those projective, those syllabus points, those things are fucking y'all brains up. It's fucking y'all brains up. Y'all get there, put the baby in a bitch, and then expect life just supposed to be a certain kind of way, not knowing reality, not knowing you were too cool for school, not knowing that you didn't maximize what you could have learned, what you could have read, what you could have. You are really physically locked into how you think at 18 with no earning potential. That makes you unattractive. Y'all let reality punk y'all into a scenario. Y'all took the easy way out. The easy way out. They pushed you into it. Y'all let them take you. There was no reason not to read. There was no reason not to read. There was no reason not to talk. There was no reason not to say the speech. There was no reason not to learn the book. There was no reason not to do the math problem. There was no reason. And y'all can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Can't be mad at nobody. You did it to your motherfucking selves. What you put into life is what you get out of it. And that's why people be saying it's unfair. But yes, if you know where you are, I knew I was discounted as a black gay. Once I realized I was gay, I knew where I placed. They were never going to place me among the stars, my nigga. Not on their own. So what I gotta do? I gotta do it for myself. Fuck how they felt about it. Fuck how anybody else thought about it. You already counted me out. I no longer am obligated to do anything you ask. I am no longer obligated to be a part of the pack. I am no longer obligated to wear your title as man. I am no longer obligated because you didn't account for me and you disregarded my existence. You can't require me to exist in your parameters when you already counted me out. I shouldn't even be concerned in your numbers. But that's not the case because people are lazy. It's easy to always vilify others. It's hard to vilify yourself. It's hard to own your shit. It's hard. So anybody will do whatever. Especially if it's easy and feel good. The lack of earning potential gets to a point of lacking power. If you can't provide, you cannot get the girl in your head. You're never gonna get her. And I'm not gonna go too far down that rabbit hole. But you're the reason you can't get her. Men who get that girl in your head, they do the things together. They know the things together. They're resourceful. They took it to the maximum conclusion. They took it there. So if you got somebody you hate to look at every day, that's your fault. You should have took what was coming to you. You should have took what was, if you knew you were black in America, there was no excuse not to go read. I ain't saying that in a horrible way. I owed it to myself to be able to read. I owed it to myself. Fuck white people. If they can't read, I don't give a fuck. I ain't white. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, so black people don't think I'm motherfucking being unfair. I know the system is stacked against us. I'm saying, if you know that, why not try to maximize on other shit? If you know it's fucked up, why not go learn something? Why not try to maximize it? Why always go into the presets? Why always buy into the stereotypes? That compromises your look. If you want that good girl, slim, classic 1950s airline stewardess in the big dress, in the velvet dress, you gotta be that madman that wears suspenders and works the bank job, baby. If you want to be that thugged out nigga, but have the princess, the little hood princess with the tooted up nose and the lash, and she 5'8" and she thick with it, and she got a few tattoos, not too many tattoos, you got to be on your scammer shit. You niggas want to pull $10 off a gift card and be mad that you can't sleep at night because a bitch mad because she ain't got no food. Like, you didn't know that? You put you there. You the reason you mad. You mad that you bought what you got, which was in your range of attraction. If you sold down, you sold down. If it was easy for you to sell down, you sold down. I try to sell up. That's how I was taught. Take it, I'm gonna try to sell up. Who are you to tell me I can't sell it for this? Why I can't? I just feel like people have gotten away from just accepting reality. And then it's like, oh, well, that's so negative to put people down and to reduce people to just looks. That's what people are. And another hard truth, people transactional. People transactional, baby. Y'all got to accept that. There's some things about life you just have to accept. If you black, you black. You know what I'm saying? We got to accept that card. Take it to its natural conclusion. There's some people who are amazing. Baby, know to read, know how to read, know when to code switch. I ain't saying know when to code switch. It's okay. Survive, baby. That's the name of the game. Survive. If you can't recognize my blackness for surviving, bitch, that's on you. Because I came out black, I had to get what I had to motherfucking get. I was black and gay. You niggas wasn't giving me shit. So I'm going to get it. If I learn if somebody's telling me, old people going to tell you facts, they going to tell you might run into a nigga that used to work for NASA. If Paw at the gas station on 3 on Fridays, and he just stand out there and talk about when he used to work this special case, listen to him. You might learn a motherfucking thing or two. You might learn how to read schematics. Like, you never know where that'll come in at. You might learn Boolean logic. You never know where that might come in at. You learn frequencies and how to do voltage. You never know where that might come in at. You know what I'm saying? You learn how air conditioners and compressors work. You never know where that might come in at. Your daddy was a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and talk to daddy. What is he telling you? How to do what? Take an interest, because you never know where you might need it. You never know where just because you see shit and it's of no use to you, you better learn it then. I'm telling you, I was one of those people, I clicked in early. I clicked in on people early. I was terrifyingly young when I clicked in on people. I knew what to do. I knew how to be perceived as a good kid. I knew what my look like as a little fat kid. I was going to be a mischief maker. The little fat boy with the little round edge up. That little boy, oh, he's back there, he's a bad kid. Look at the fatty. That was the thing I had to be. I was that, look, don't pick at me. I was the little potato. I was the little potato. And I became a big potato. And then I was a pure spud. I was talking about a big nigga. You have to know that roundness makes people feel they can try you. Roundness makes people feel like they can try you. Roundness makes people feel they can try you. That is just a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. And face carries weight. Your face carries your weight. Your body can change. Your face carries the weight. Maximize your face. Maximize your look in your face. Do it while you're young. Find a distinct look. Mastermind. And then you can remix that look, but you have to own what the look is first. You have to own whatever look. You can try new looks later, but you have to master the one you have at your hand then. Master that look. Then you can evolve into other looks. You have to master your look. Vegetables. Eat your men. Eat your food with potassium. Pineapples. Beets. Tart cherry. Coconut milk. Eat things to help your libido. Eat things to help potassium. Well, we already are geared up to certain type of standards due to the music we consume. That's a whole nother rant. So to combat some of that and calm your system, eat potassium-rich fruits and vegetables. Fuck how it tastes, my nigga. Eat it. You can eat that beet for 30 seconds. It's a beet. Eat the beet, my nigga. It will help you. It will take you far. It will take you far. There is nothing wrong. Always another thing that makes you attractive. Learn the long way. Learn the long way. What I mean to say is, niggas now want to teach you shortcuts. Don't learn the shortcut. Niggas forget why it's a shortcut. Learn it the long, proper way. Then learn why it was a shortcut. It takes no time to learn it the proper way. Then master a shortcut. Do not learn the shortcut first. You need to know all of it. That will solve a lot of men's problems. That will solve a lot of men's problems. Men's problems would be solved. Learn the long way. Then master the shortcut. I'm talking about tools. I'm talking about jobs. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about anything. It's worth it to learn it the long way. Then learn the shortcut. Do not look for the shortcut. You will cheapen the experience and you're going to have to relearn it anyway, and it's going to hurt your feelings. Learn it now. Master it. It's not hard. You know, I feel like a lot of the things we talk about are empty gestures so we can all feel like a victim. I feel like I come off kind of magnetic sometimes because who am I to not do something I want to do? I'm 38 years old, and if I want to wear a punk rock shirt with cut off sleeves and cut down the sides, there's a way I can do it for my age. And if I look good in it, I know what I can get away with. I'm going to do it. You know, that's total control. You have to have a sense of realism of yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Maximize the person you are. There's no reason to compare yourself to others. Others are existing in another. There's no girl close enough. Even your twin, that's not you. There's an infinite world apart. You do not need to compare yourself. There is no standard. And if you don't want to create a new look and you want to fall into a preset look, maximize the look you have. That's it. That's all. That creating self-esteem across the board for everyone would increase people's dynamics with each other. If everyone felt better about themselves, they would all treat everyone else better about each other. That's not realistic. I'm just saying that could happen. If everyone just committed themselves to make the choice, it's okay to make a choice. Try it, give it a genuine chance. And if you don't like it, change. But you can take in the experience, learn from the experience, and take that knowledge and apply it so you will know how to navigate the next experience without judgment, but safe and precaution. That's all that's about. That's it. That's all. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. People want everything to be just so convenient. People have lost the luster and the elegance of things. People no longer find it necessary to have multiple skills and have a little knowledge of different things. You know, you as a man, you should know a little thing about cologne and what's the base of different colognes. Scent is important. It's a sexual thing. I'm not going to go into that rant today, but scent matters. You should know the basis of cologne. You should know what ingredients. Are you a tobacco man? Are you a rose man? Are you a vanilla man? Are you a sandalwood man? You need to know that. You need to know how to navigate that space. You need to know how it smells and how it smells on you and your body chemistry, because you are supposed to use the flowers to carry your natural scent. It's like a welcoming mat, so they can associate your scent with something pleasant. You dumbass. It's not hard. You're supposed to know something about wine tasting. You're supposed to know something about different foods. You're especially as a man, supposed to know about palate cleansing and different vegetables. You're supposed to know a little bit about a car, especially brakes and oil changes. You're supposed to know that. It's just basics. Know that. And putting in a new battery till you can get to the shop, and then you can make money for the alternator. Stuff like that. You need to know how to buy. When you're at the store, you need to know how to buy on the sale. Sometimes I had got some Dial soap one time, and I think the 8-pack was like $8.99, and the 6-pack was $2.99. So I bought 2 6-packs and saved money. You need to know how to bargain. You need to know how to value shop. You know, was it like one was plain white and the other one was the gold bar, something like that. They're both strong, so I would use it. You know what I'm saying? But you need to be able to know how to bargain. You need to know how to catch the sale. You need to know how to be able to speak on the sale. You need to be able to negotiate. You need to be able to make a declaring statement. You need to be able to put your foot down in a statement. You need to be able to make the choice. You need to be able to be the first one to make the choice. That wins you a lot of merit. Be the first one. Even if it's a bad choice, be the first one to make a choice. There's a reason why lovable Oaf is a trope, because he moves first and makes the bad choice. But he's still a lovable guy. Think Peter Griffin, think Homer Simpson, think Bob's Burgers. They are the lovable goof. So you don't even lose out. They still end up with the baddie. You don't lose out. Just make the choice. The universe rewards you. It makes you more attractive. The universe rewards you if you make the choice. It's just that simple. Know a thing or two about science. Read up on something. Keep up with the news. Don't always have an opinion on the news. Don't always need to prove your opinion right. Also, be able to accept a difference in opinion. You can have a conversation, invest in the conversation, not take a negative feeling away from the conversation, and the conversation remains an exchange between two people that you admire. That's just how that's supposed to go. Y'all niggas want to tie y'all identities that y'all have malformed any motherfucking way to a view that don't even hold up just because you want to feel a certain type of way in that moment. Like, y'all niggas don't even be knowing why y'all mad. Y'all just easily triggered by nothingness. And that makes you look so childish. Not everything is to be commented on. You do not always have to prove you're the most intelligent. You do not always have to have a conversation. You do not always have to be the leader in the conversation. You should be able to have a presence that is felt. Felt. They're going to take you in visually. That means nothing. That's only 30 seconds. People's brains fried. They ain't no attention span. TikTok got us all. You need to have one of those presence that's felt in the background. Where there is a comfort, a sigh of relief. You need to be able to lift the atmosphere in the room. Or at least, if you're going to even commit to being the bad guy, you need to be able to make it have a cold chill in the room. You need to be able to command it. Which one are you choosing? There are some people, I have had black men in my life from positions of real power that have given me a presence. Like principals, old school math teachers. My old supervisor, Mr. Barrow, he had a commanding Mr. Davison. Like, whoo. You know, there's a command that presence, commit to the bit. It's not hard. Commit to the look. Commit to it. Commit. I just talked in the damn circle. What was I supposed to be talking about? People are lazy. Life is not hard. I just thought I'd say something. You get what you get. We all were dealt a fucked up card. None of us got what we thought. None of us got as far as we thought. And a lot of us made up excuses for why both those things are true. And we have nobody to be mad at ourselves, but we want to be mad at them kids. We want to be mad at the auntie. We want to be mad at the grandma with cancer. We want to be mad at if it just wasn't for this job, if it just wasn't for my wife, if it just wasn't for you, nigga. If it just wasn't for you. It ain't nobody's fault. That's why you're unattractive. That's why she be trying you. That's why you're unattractive. Because you won't stand in it. Just stand in it, nigga. You don't lose nothing from standing in it. Stand in it. You did it. Ain't nobody else did it but you. Stand in the motherfucker. What you hiding for it at 30? What you hiding for it at 40? It's just sad hiding from it at 50. It's niggas that's doing it, though. You're the reason for the divorce, nigga. It is what it is. She might have been hell, but that was the role you played in it. And even if it was minor, take it on the chin. It was a lesson learned. Move the fuck on. Grieve it. Grieve it. I don't want to just seem like a complete asshole. Grieve it. Whatever it was, get it off of your chest, then move on. But a lot of y'all have made the drama of shit the focus of shit. A lot of y'all want to complain. A lot of y'all really need an excuse for shit to be horrible because you're too fucking lazy. And that's the reason why you're unattractive. It takes absolutely nothing to show up for yourself. It takes absolutely nothing to be yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror. Who the fuck you be looking at? Because who the fuck, like, is it a disconnect? Is it a third person? What you looking at? Is you not looking at yourself? Why you not looking at yourself? That's weird. Take that bitch in. That's you right now. You are every wrinkle. You are every scar. You are every piece of plaque on the tooth. You did that. Nobody did that but you. There's a rare 1% that girls have conditions that might say otherwise for certain situations. You know, girls might have persistent boogers. Who knows? You know, it's a thing for a thing all everywhere. But for the majority of us, that's not the case. You the reason you look like that. You the reason. You must like looking like that. You want to continue to look like that. You the reason. I don't want nobody feelings should be hurt. When you the reason. Everybody know what they look like. If people want to lie and bend the rules and everybody know what they look like. And denying that we are animals and that we are focused on sight and we treat people based on sight. Studies have shown teachers grade children differently based on how they look. You get pulled over, your chances of getting a ticket based on how you look. You're getting some jobs based on how you look. getting certain potential. So you already got to manage what you may or may not know, what you can and can't learn, what you decide to your focus, what you decide to invest in, what you decide to investigate in, what you decide to, learn a thing or two about. And people have gotten it so narrow, they don't want to do none of that shit. So people would rather complain. You're the reason you here. Nobody did it but you. It's not hard to accept that. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it till we blew in his face. Yes, there are misunderstandings, but people choose to ignore them. Everybody knows the misunderstandings. Everybody knows they're misunderstanding the person. You know when you don't get it, but you're too proud. You're too fucking proud to ask a motherfucker, help me understand it. Especially if you're a man. Shit, hell, I say that for both sides, especially if you're a woman too. You're too fucking proud to say what it really is. You're too fucking proud to admit that you didn't know. You're too fucking proud to admit that you were wrong. You're too fucking proud to admit that you were sad. You're too fucking proud. It's just you want to win. To no applause. A victory of nothing. That makes you unattractive. Settling into yourself and accepting your look and maximizing your look is the best way to do. Accepting the world for what it is and being objective, weighing the options. Let me tell you, optimism has allowed a lot of you motherfuckers to live in delusion. Optimism is not realism, bitch. It's just you putting honey on the bullshit. Optimism. Y'all hoes really want to make it seem like everybody's being motherfucking negative. Nah, bitch, we see the world as it is. If you're going to live in delusion, don't make it my problem when shit don't go your way and you want to talk about it. You sugarcoated the shit. I didn't do it. And now I'm the bad guy because I told you how the fuck it was. You had the same opportunity. Stop hating on pessimists for making it worse and then using a little moment to lighten their mood back up. But don't come in no realist for keeping it fucking real with you. And then when you go through the shit, you want to make it our fault. We damned if we tell you, we damned if we don't. Weigh the options. That's a lot of y'all problem. That's what make y'all unattractive. You not weighing the option. You're too fucking lazy to make the choice. But if someone push you into a goddamn choice, you need to know that starts a new quest. You need to know the options there. There's a new set of questions, bitch. You don't get to stop asking questions. That's the whole point of the thought experiment, motherfucker. You're supposed to keep asking questions. You open the next door, you get a new survey. You open the next door, you get a new questionnaire. You open the next door, you get a new... That's the point, bitch. That's the point. You're supposed to keep doing it. You're supposed to just take yourself to the limit. You're supposed to constantly answer and ask and try and evaluate. You're supposed to try something new, try something new, try something. You hoes have gotten entirely too comfortable with very little and be mad at everybody else for the little you settled for. The whole world, everybody is wanting to settle for the least movement as possible. And then mad. Bitches, I've had motherfuckers mad at me when there were two niggas not moving. There's three of us there. And while you sitting there frying your brain over it, I made the move. I picked the thing up off the ground. Let's just say it was a marker. Now you mad at me because I picked it up. Well, why did you sit there? It's easy to hate me for making the choice, but you weren't going to make the choice. That's unattractive. If you can't commit to making a choice, bitch, then don't sit up there and take people's space. That's just it. I don't think y'all hoes get it. Y'all really wanted to be something it's not. Life is not hard. Except where you came out. Boom, you came out in communist China in the 1950s. I'm sorry, darling. Godspeed. You came up in feudal Japan, the Warrior Stakes era. I'm sorry, darling. You came in post-war India. I'm sorry, darling. You came up in 1970s America. I'm sorry, darling. Nobody had it easy. Nobody had it easy. You better make the best of what you motherfucking got. You better make the best of what you motherfucking got. Play the motherfucking rules, learn the shortcuts. That's all life about, bitch. You got to keep asking questions any motherfucking way. Why you want to give up halfway now? Everybody want to cry foul. You're talking about, well, it's not, I'm tired of surviving. Well, then, bitch, you ain't living. That's the problem now. Everybody wants to be domesticated. Everybody wants their ass wiped. That's the problem now. Survival inspires creation. Nobody created shit being comfortable. Survival feeds creation. It's the need. How can we get ourselves out of this one? How will I get myself out of this one? It's the spark. It's the urge. We always want to not admit we're animals, baby. It's the instinct. It's an instinct. It's in us. We got a need to create. Y'all don't even want to do that. That's fucking sad. There's a purposeful misunderstanding of each other. Men want traditional women while being a non-traditional man, while complaining about traditional women. But when you get a traditional woman, you ain't even man enough to handle her as a traditional woman. You do it to yourself. Now then, I ain't gonna go down the rabbit hole on what those spring, but that's a whole nother But and yeah, people act like that don't exist. But motherfuckers don't know what they want, get what they want, then intimidated by not being able to be the man of expectation, and now you want to pick fights. Now you want to go down her throat because she gave you what you asking for. Bitch, why you asked for it? If you wasn't ready, see, that's what you get. Playing that motherfucking game. That's what you get, bitch. You asked for that. You signed up for that nigga and she bought it. She bought it, nigga. Step in it. Shit. That's the nigga. Now you want to cry for mama. No, that ain't how that go, girl. That ain't how that go. You can't cry for mama now. You got what you bought. And you missed the goddamn 30 days. That's your ass. Life be lifing. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to say it like, we all know the risks. We all know the chances. It ain't fair to none of us. Why are y'all having such a hard time just saying, hey, that's just how it is. Pick yourself up. If you want a little more, you better do something different. It's not hard. It's not hard. If you really got hope for a better tomorrow, bitch, why you ain't doing something about it? If you really got hope for a better tomorrow, bitch, why you ain't doing something about it? What you gonna see? It just starts with someone. Yeah, start with you. What you gonna do? And as we all sit and tweet about what we should have did. Trapped like rats. We could all got the possibility. That's the reason why when I do decide to go out and interact with the people, I'm gonna at least show up and interact with the motherfucking people. Talk to the lady at the register. It takes nothing. She might know somebody. Talk to the lady at the gas station. It don't matter. She might know somebody. Give that man a compliment. You don't know. He might know somebody. Give that lady a handshake or a hug. You don't know. She might know somebody. Y'all be out here. I'm talking about niggas is real easy. It's not hard. Treating people with common courtesy and cordiality is just it's so lost on motherfuckers in this day and age. Everybody's so fucking entitled that do you know it's said that people are shocked at the bare minimum politeness? It really blows me away. I really get people I've gotten whole apartments just with no motherfucking credit, just being motherfucking nice. Just being nice and being presentable. I took my look to whatever the maximum conclusion. If I gave big looking burly mechanic, I'm going to have the best Bubba clean shirt and motherfucking shaved up beard and mustache combo. I'm going to look like Gus on your ass. I'm just going, hey. And then it was a cute little moment in time. That was a cute little look for me. You know what I'm saying? That working man look got me a lot of ass. That working man look got me a lot of ass. Not gonna regret that. The fuck, I committed to my motherfucking look. Baby, I committed to that punk rock, Seattle, Washington, got out of bed, dingy nigga. Oh, baby, I had a good time with him. I'm talking about the toe-up tie-dye shirts and the goddamn joggers and some Nike, the Nike Blazers and a goddamn tank top. I'm talking about looking like Akira Amano drew me. I'm talking about, baby, I was anime. It's giving, I'm such a teenage slacker. Baby, I used to have looks for your motherfucking ass. What are you talking about? Bitch, I had a skater boy blonde bombshell moment. I'm talking about I was a rebel. I'm talking about no doubt. Welcome to the tragic kingdom. You better know the benefit of a look. My orange copper skin and that blonde edge up, I looked vicious. I'm talking about that color combo did me good. Y'all don't even know that orange in my brown skin and that motherfucking snow ice ass blonde. I'm talking about in my black mustache and the stubbled ass beard. I looked motherfucking amazing. I took that risk. I tried it. I looked good. I looked dead ass good. I dead ass looked good. That was a moment for me. I was a big boy that did it. I was just gonna do what I needed to do. Should I took better care of my hair? Hell yeah. I probably would have hair now. Balding ain't in my family. I did this from bleach. But it was worth the experience. I know something new now. Niggas don't want to learn nothing. The art of sex is learning body language. Body language is important. You're supposed to know what a flick of a neck is. You're supposed to know when talking with your chest is. You're supposed to know when moving their head in, hooking around you. You're supposed to know when they step into your space. You're supposed to know those things. You're supposed to know the art of grabbing them first. You're supposed to know the art of grabbing their wrist. You're supposed to know the art of whispering in their ear. You're supposed to create the sensation. You're supposed to know how to create the atmosphere. Y'all lazy as hell. You're supposed to have a good reply. You're supposed to be able to tell a good joke. You're supposed to be able to articulate yourself when needed. You're supposed to be able to stand up for yourself. You're supposed to be able to do a lot of things. You're supposed to be able to say no. You're supposed to be able to say yes. You're supposed to be able to stand on people not liking you. Everybody ain't worth you. You're supposed to be able to not like a motherfucker and dismiss them. There's power in dismissal. You're supposed to learn how to not acknowledge a person's existence. You know you can bother a motherfucker. You can bother a motherfucker if you don't even acknowledge they exist. I have done it. A motherfucker be seeking your approval, your validation. They will hate you and make all those gestures towards you looking for your acknowledgement. Don't acknowledge them. Don't acknowledge them. There's a way to don't acknowledge them. You can completely control the room. Control the room. There's nothing wrong. Know yourself in the room. Know how you place. Know the other people in your bracket. Know the other people in your schematics. Know the demographics. Be able to project the room from an above angle. You need to be able to know where things are. You need to be able to know where they're placed. You need to be able to know what's the fastest route. You need to be able to know where to get to it. You need to be able to know those things. It's for survival. It pays. It pays. It pays to learn where you are. If you're in an office building, orient yourself. If you're in a warehouse, orient yourself. If you're on a ship, orient yourself. Orient yourself. Have spatial awareness. Know how you are being looked at from each vantage. That's a very hard talent. Know how people, be in the angle that they're in, and know how they are looking at you from what light in the room from where you stood. Be able to get the desired view line for any motherfucker. I know people think that's crazy as shit, but be able to create the most desirable through line, visual through line from your face, from every angle in the room. You better work that light. You better learn that. That's a skill. You hoes don't get it. The girls that get it, get it. The boys that get it, get it. It's people that get it. It's people that don't. But the people that get it, get it. You need to know how you are being looked at from every person's vantage point. That diagonal line over there from the counter, you need to know if somebody was there, how they would look at you. That person in the rafters above, you need to know how they look at you. You got to prepare yourself for the angles. You got to prepare yourself for the angles, baby. I'm telling you, the camera is always watching. You got to prepare yourself. Because if you're really a self-aware person, you know where everybody's in the room. That's one of the maddening parts. You can feel everybody in the room. That's a crazy thing. That's a crazy sensation. But you can feel everybody in the room. That's how you know you have presence. When people know you're in the room, that comes from strength of your own. It's like aura defining. It's like gold sticker, stats, boost. Like you start glowing. The little blue screen come up with the pluses. You know, one of those, it's definitely a stat buff. Like the more you question yourself, the more you experiment, the more you have to go through hard, crushing truths to soften your opinion. Then you have to learn how to consider different opinions. Then you have to learn how to discern amongst opinions. Then you have to learn how to stand on your opinion based on how often that will occur, the likelihood, based on whoever's around or whatever the case may be. This type of person, they're going to do this 9 times out of 10. This type, weight, blah blah blah. They're going to do this, and you can see that. You can see it. The people are going to do it. The people, 5'7" man, dark skin, dreads, boom, small waist. He's going to be a thug bottom. You see stuff like that, like, what are the twists? Who would have thought? You know, Asian guy, blah, 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 blah. Not going to go there. That's going to be a stereotype. People, guys with mustaches. Girl, we all know. Those edgy Twitter boys, those edgy Tumblr boys, girl, we're all in on it. Y'all know what's up. Girl, stop playing that. Everybody knows. We all know, girl. It's okay. Yeah, you're bisexual. Girl, stop. You just hope she don't know. She knows. She knows, bitch. It's okay. Like, you'll be surprised how people in pattern recognition come wrong. You need to know how to navigate. You need to know when those people's patterns. Being insecure got me evaluating myself, and then I started changing how I looked. When I started changing how I looked, I started acting a different way amongst people. And I would guess and test and take the different experiences across those different people and learn, oh, people of this height like this, people of this weight like that. Remember, I had over 1,000 niggas. So that's a live action experiment. You know, it's over 1,000. I have topped over 1,000 men. So that's to great success. So that's just, it was a live action experiment. These kind of men in this color range will do this. These kind of men at this height will do this. This kind of man at that height will do that. These kind of men will this. Like, men are easy. Men are ridiculously easy. That's why I'm telling you, girl, commit to your image. Because if you're not going to commit to your image, once you find out you're not shaky, you create a new circle of thought for yourself. And oopsie daisy, now you're doing something new you didn't think you were going to do. So you girls ain't even ready to consider those options yet. But girl, I'd have been through so many of them, I know when they coming. Oh yeah, she worked late. Oh yeah, no attention. You just don't feel like you where you want to be in life. You between the ages of how and when. Oh, you really just wish you had a connection with the homie, somebody like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, girl. Uh-huh. Oh, you don't eat ass? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Sure, you want to try it? You want to try this lingerie? Oh, okay. 6 months later. Sure, you want to try? Uh-huh. Let's go for it. Like, girl, what? Light-skinned boys, mm-hmm. Light-skinned boys, mm-hmm. White boys with red hair, mm-hmm. Blonde boys, mm-hmm. Indian boys, mm-hmm. Baby, and as a black man, you just need to understand they are a lot more racist than you think they are. They are a lot more racist than you think they are. Don't be no fool. Baby, it's mean spirited. Anybody who know. I'm telling you, as somebody who's done I've been a lot of places, I've done a lot of jobs, I've interacted with a lot of people. Them girls is mean, and they really mean what they be saying. And they're saying they be talking shit, and they gonna rate you bad, and they gonna do stuff to you. They are mean spirited girls. They are mean spirited girls. Watch them. So fuck around with them. They really be trying to slide shit on you. So just let you know. Oh, that comment you thought was a try was a try. It was. Don't even be confused, girl. It was. Men, women, whoever. If that comment that was a try, she was a try. Don't be no fool. Those things they say about interracial sex being in positions of power, that's true. All of it's true. It's all true. If you a black boy and you a black boy and you going for a white top, you better prepare for race play. They only respect you if they bottoming for you. And then that's a whole nother bag of worms too. No, that shit real. No, girl, don't question it. No, girl, it's not a lie. Yes, girl, they think they own you. Yes, girl, they think that you're theirs. Yes, girl, you're not a person. Don't ever confuse it. Don't confuse it. I'm telling you, they ain't even seeing you. They don't have a possibility. I don't even want you. That glazed over look you think you see? Yes. Yes. Don't second guess it, girl. That's exactly what you think it is. You knew what you was looking at when you saw it. You didn't win shit. Everybody's judging each other. Everybody's judging and comparing. Everybody's playing the game. You might as well play the game. You girls, take it to the natural conclusion. Take it as far as it'll go. Because if you don't, these hoes gonna do you, and they not even doing themselves. So you getting done. What's even more humiliating, you're going to be done by girls who don't even know what they're doing. And you're going to be super over it. Them girls was trying to get a whole nother result, and you so paranoid on one end, them girls that fucked you into a whole worse situation. And they wouldn't even try and do that. Now they damn near partially scot fucking free from the scenario. You dumb bitch. Stop engaging with stupid people. If they don't think like you, girl, it's okay. Fuck it. Your mama, fuck her. Grandma, fuck her. The boy at work, fuck him. The girl at work, fuck him, girl. I'm telling you, it ain't even worth it. That human connection shit, find the ones you want, they gonna find you. Let me tell you, you don't have to guess on bitches doing something for you. You don't have to wait around to see if motherfuckers gonna do something for you. A motherfucker gonna let you know from the jump if they gonna do something for you or not. That whole, you might cut the wrong person out your life. Nah, bitch, the ones you hoping on was never gonna do it in the first motherfucking place. The ones that's gonna do it in the midnight motherfucking hour. But you also need to accept that, bitch, it may not be nobody to help your ass at all. Know that is equally a possibility. Don't hope on bitches. Don't hope on nobody. Don't do it. Make it happen for your motherfucking self. Because I'm telling you that thinking a bitch gonna consider your feelings, it ain't gonna help. You gonna disappoint yourself more. And it ain't they fault. People, baby. They ain't obligated to help you. People gotta survive. And it's sometimes expensive to help a friend. That's a cruel reality. That 2 hours of sleep gonna fuck their week up. I know it don't sound right, and I know it sounds just very horrible, but that you don't even get it. It's some folks that ain't had sleep in weeks. It's some folks that don't have the money and gas to come help you, girl. You need to learn how to help yourself. It's some people who ain't got the dollars to come to you. You just got to be able to accept that your friends ain't got it. And okay, and be when they help you, cool. You pay them back when they do. But don't expect no bitch to help you, girl. Nobody gonna help you. Nobody. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to obligate to help you. And know that family thing, that family going to help you. They do it because it's transactional. That's what causes resentment. Resentment comes from them not wanting to do it, but doing it out of obligation. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So, carry yourself down heartache, girl. It's okay to vent to people, but don't get caught up in that. Pick yourself up. You got to put on shoes, and you got to do what you need to do. No hard feelings, girl. That's life. You got to pick yourself up. You're gonna have to sleep in your car this month. You're gonna have to eat oatmeal this month. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to buy cheaper soap and buy some lotion because that shit gonna dry you out. You have to do what you need to do. Because what's the options, girl? What's the options? The girl, you only have every friend has a time limit, girl. Don't think, you better learn how to read the signs. Every girl has a time limit. Going to somebody's house, you need to know how long this person gonna let me stay there. If they tell you 2 months, you better be out of there in 1. If you want to stay friends. If they tell you to, if you stay there 2 months, you better be paying. Do you hear me? You better be paying. They might ask for 500, you give them 7. I'm telling you, that's the only way. Because if you give people dollars to donuts, you stay with a bitch 2 months, a bitch you'll never see her again. You better learn how life is. You better learn that's how life is. Staying with bitches, you can stay with mama for 6. And that's depending on mama. Anything over that, you're going to hear about it. Every day, you're going to hear about it a little bit until it's time to go. And then, oh, you ain't supposed to go. Oh, Lord, I loved having you here. They probably do. They either love to complain or was going to complain anyway, or they're a little narcissistic. Girl, it's a combination of all love. People just crazy. Pay it, but mama going to complain. You go back, that's what you got to deal with. That's you. Don't be mad. Don't be wanting to jump on her. You did that. That's what you signed up for. Nobody gonna come to rescue you. You're gonna have to change that tire at 3 a.m. Change it. Learn how to change it. Learn how to do it quickly. What can you do? Buy the better jack. Nobody gonna come. You better learn the lit streets. Because you don't want to be stranded on the dark streets. Shit, sometimes the dark street's safer than the lit street. It just depends, bitch. Those areas where the light's so bright and there's nobody around. Oh baby, some white boys looking at you. You better know your black ass. It's some black boys looking at you. They see you. They see you through a scope. I live in Alabama. I don't want you to think them hoes don't be gunning for you. Make the wrong motherfucking move. Them girls gonna pew. You coming to them neighborhoods. Like, I ain't no fool. I have lived a very long time. I'm 38 years old. I'm talking about lived. I have lived. People are living, yes. But I have lived a long time. I have been non-stop since 18. 20 years long. Black and gay, adventurous, wanting to try some new things. Baby, if you think you done went to that white neighborhood with them $100 million houses and it ain't no white boy with a rifle that done seen you come through there, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't even want you to ever believe that there is not somebody who know you in that neighborhood. You better do what the fuck you gonna do. Deliver that motherfucking food and get the fuck out that neighborhood. You better hope your car don't stall. Shit, get quiet. Get in that bitch, put that shit down, take your ass in that car, and get the fuck out that neighborhood. Don't be no fool. And then people say, oh, that's paranoia, you crazy. It's always the crazy ones, girl. It's always the crazy ones. It's always the crazy ones. Baby, fact is strategy to fiction. But I'm going to tell you, how you look matters. I've talked myself out of some situations. It's a dynamic with racism and homosexuality that I can't really talk on. My throat gone. But maybe one day I'll get the articulation. But baby, I done seen some of the most racist white men come on to me. Obsession breeds. Life, fact, strategy, fiction. The niggas that say they won't will. The niggas that say they won't be the first ones, baby, and they do it to themselves. That nigga thinking about dick is thinking about dick. All y'all collectively peeking over the stars. I ain't gonna talk about that. That's something to talk about another time. Know how you look. Know what you can get away with. Articulation is key. Making sure you can communicate. Speak simply. Speak with intention. Overtalk when you need to bullshit, but speak simply and politely. Words have feeling to them. No, you need to learn what words cut. That's a benefit. You can back a lot of holes out your face with one sharp word. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying beat down anybody, I'm not saying berate anybody, but just, put a nice transitional word that's like, ooh, okay. A little word that got a little frost to it. Add the multisyllabic word every once in a while. Get a bitch off your shoulders. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Learn a word with pizzazz. Because bitches, they try to sum you up, but they don't even know what words mean. And words mean nothing. They think they know what words mean. People will say anything. Learn that. Learn that. You want to be more attractive? Don't take nobody personally. They don't know how they feel. They don't know what's going on. Everybody's copping to a character they think, and they don't even have the energy to commit to the character. People are playing pretend drag. People lazy as fuck. They're lazy as fuck. So don't never just sit up and just there's no person worth overthinking about. Everybody's putting on an image. No, don't think about any of them. They're not worth it. They're literally not worth it. Like, by the time they settle their minds on you, you're going to be gone. By the time they really give you a true thought, you'll already be gone. And you'll be that mysterious person that they have a cringy flashback about, a cringy flashback about 20 years from now. Like, I wonder about that guy. Girl, you can't overstress people. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Everybody wants to believe they know what they're talking about, and they don't. Life is simpler. If we would commit the fact that we're animals and would just accept that we actually really only rely on our instincts until we want to argue about something. We function like the rest of each other, like the rest of the animals. We size each other up. We sniff around each other for power. We scent mark each other, all that kind of wild shit. We say we don't, but we do. I'm talking about it's a lot more feet to face and faces to armpits and bullying and guys pissing around each other. I'm not gonna talk about those, but people who know. Men be scent marking each other and bravado and machismo, and it's animalistic. It's animalistic, scent-based bullshit. I'm not gonna get into that either. But the girls who know. Everybody wanna make things so hard. But it's just scent-based bullshit. People don't want to admit that they're animals until they're inconvenienced. There's like people out here sniffing and biting and seeing who can step over each other, see who can sit in each other's face like dogs, and then get mad at each other when you call them a bullshit, when you nip back at them. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I'm a Christian. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm a Buddhist. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm a Muslim. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm a vegan. Girl, everybody's so caught up in labels and bullshit. Find the labels you like. Find the labels you like. What do you want to attach yourself? Because people, I can't tell you to ignore labels because people are not going to ignore labels. But make sure your name is first in front of the label. I'm Donnie the punk rocker. I'm not just punk rock. I'm Donnie the punk rocker. You know what I'm saying? I'm Donnie the art kid. I'm Donnie the slut. I'm Donnie the bad boy. I'm Donnie the workaholic. I'm putting myself before those other things. I'm not, the title's nice. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not the title itself. I exist outside those things. You know what I'm saying? Those are just nice trophies to talk about with friends. Let's compare notes. What did you do today, girl? I love you. Well, I'm doing this thing, and this is the creative journey I'm having. Are you interested in learning about my thing? Well, yes, girl. I am more than interested in learning about your thing. Let's share each other's things. You'd be surprised that actually how I learned so much shit, because people will tell you about what their passion is. Some of the girls can talk to me about how to color hair. Some of the girls can talk to me about stocks. And I ain't talking about that crazy, you'll get rich tomorrow. I'm talking about the real shit. I done heard girls scam. I done heard girls sell drugs. I done heard girls buy drugs. I done heard girls sell ass. I done heard girls buy ass. I done heard girls run schemes. I done heard girls plot. I done heard girls get plotted on. I can heard girls talk about wish the best for each other. I have girls fold under pressure. People are people. People are going to people at maximum people. People are going to people at maximum capacity. They're just random like that, girl. Don't take any of them personally. Don't take nobody personally. It's not worth it. Know that any person that you are involving yourself with, you are choosing to invest yourself into. And you're going to get what you get, but you need to recognize what type of person you're dealing with. You are inviting certain types of people into your life. Undeniable. What makes you unattractive is your inability to tell people no. And then when you do react, you tell people no in the worst way. You can't lash. You need to have control of the situation from the beginning. People respect you more for creating clear boundaries because they're not going to create clear boundaries. Bad press is good press. Bad publicity gets just as much, if not more, attention than good publicity. Sometimes you being the bad guy is the most worth it thing because people respect it. It's very Machiavellian out here. People respect it. You have to be able to firmly assess your standard and defend your standard. If not, people will try you. And it's just as simple as you're an easy pick. They feel you're an easy pick because they're an easy pick. And then as soon as you reach back into them, which half of you won't only have that energy, y'all gonna sit there and let them molest you. You sit there and y'all let these people mind fuck y'all, and they don't even. If that's the experience you want, well, you can navigate experiences. I have met some of the weirdest people in my life. I have traveled to like 24 states. I used to get up and go. I used to be on the road. I had spent my 20s working hard, working overtime. I'm talking about I would work the overtime 1 week enough to pay for 2 weeks, have enough money to go out of town, do what the fuck I wanted to do, be gone for a week and a half, come back to work sweaty, and tell my stories. I'd have been in 3 states over the weekend. I was talking about I used to be able to jump on a plane. I did not come back. I could work the system, baby. I could get to overtime to a point where, bitch, I'm gonna be good. Pay my bills up. Pay for the flight in advance. Go, boom. I'm staying with my homegirl. We gonna party till 2 for 4 days. I'm gonna come back to work late. Boom. Get my sick leave. Work that shit out. Then work another 2 weeks. Then back outside. Y'all had to keep up with a bitch. I was that outside. I'm talking about I done been through several cars. I done got miles on this car. I'm talking about I believe that's how we networked. We made friends. There was a lot of fucking. Yes, believe that. There was a lot of fucking. A lot of fucking. But going outside, you meet people, you talk to people, you see how different the world is, and you also see how very small it is. And one thing that all people have in common is their fear of being vulnerable and their fear of expressing themselves fully. That's the common thing. Everyone's afraid. So why are you afraid? We're all afraid. The most beautiful thing in the world is when you find people who are not afraid. And you find them in all walks of life. I found this Indian lady who, no, not Indian, she was Sri Lankan. And she was at the Red Roof Inn in Atlanta, in St. Louis. And she told me about her journey and how long she's worked for the company and how long she's been there. And I was like, and she tells me why she does it, and she likes what she does. That was interesting. I learned something. You know, I've talked to people who are racist. I let them tell me why they're racist. I met this one guy, he expressed all of his feelings. And then after that, he changed the subject, and then we talked all night. and we talked all day, and then we talked all night. He got it off his chest that one time. He said what, and then he ain't say it no more. And I've never said that. You really just wanted to say it. You wanted the opportunity to say it. That's it. Y'all glamorize it so much. Girl, go ahead. You want to say it? Go ahead. Say it, girl. Look, the world's not shattering. What, I'm supposed to hit you? I'm going to lose either way. I'm going to hit you and then I'm going to jail. No. If you say it and I don't hit you, I'm a bitch. Whatever. It keeps me out of jail. And I got people to see. I got things to do. I got things to try. I'm not going to let everybody get away with it. I'll give you a stir of applause. But I knew he wasn't trying to incite me. He just wanted to get it over. You could tell when people are just kooky. And it's just like, girl, say it. Okay, you said it. Blah, 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 blah. Now you over there feeling embarrassed that you said it. And now that's how I won. Because now you over there. I really don't say that often. I really don't mean to say it. But I really don't. Yeah, girl. Yeah. But you said it. You're the edgy guy on the internet that you thought you were. You won. You said it, girl. Now we're here. I'm not the barbarian you thought I was. Okay, now what? Tell me about your interesting personals. Just come on, tell me, girl. Why did you feel that was necessary? Well, it's really oh, okay. Now you're talking. So it's like, yeah, girl, I learned something in that moment. Sometimes they don't even know why they're racist. They don't. They're just expected to be racist. It was like, always go into every scenario with them thinking they're racist. I don't want you to think anything else. Like Freeman. Freeman says, you know, there is no demon that she trusts. Demons all lie. Take that. That's just how it goes. That's life. All of them are lying. They don't know how they feel, and they doubly feel better and higher on the pecking order. They feel that way. That's just a part of life. Accept it. It's not going to change anything. Move around it as best you can. No matter, they have chosen not to accept you. They are never going to accept you. Never. They're never going to accept you. Do what you're going to do. The ones that will lay with you will never accept you. They have their own kinks and things going on. They do not accept you. Y'all are foolish to think anything else. And I have experienced that. I'm telling you from what I experienced. They all dress it up the same way. They're all going to say, I wouldn't even be with you if that was the case. All that you've heard it all. You've heard it all. You heard it all. And every last one of you girls know what it is, and you're never going to beat it. You're never going to win over it. You're going to always be chasing after it. They're never going to see you the same. And you can pretend you don't see it, but you see it. You see it, and you're stubborn. You see it. I know you see it. We all see it. You want to prove something to yourself. That's all that is. That's what it is. And as a girl who's been a connoisseur of everything, I knew what I was dealing with. But I'm not no masochist, not to that level. I've tried many things. I've experimented with many things. That's how I learned the lessons that I learned. But you need to know when some situations just aren't going to be for you. You need to know when to pull out of a situation. You need to know when to step on the gas. And you need to know when to exit. And sometimes, some girls are just, you try it once, you go home. It's not, if you have any self-respect, which makes you attractive, you will, it's okay to experiment, but take the signs for what they are and go the fuck home. Stop trying to make a bed in other people's houses. It's not gonna happen. Stop trying to make a bed in other people's hearts. It's not gonna happen. People have already decided how they felt about you. They believe that joke that they told that was the joke they meant to tell. Nothing is an accident. That microaggression you thought was there was there. That slight you thought was there was there. That little face, that little twitch around the mouth, that little twitch around the eyes, it was there. All those things are there. You see it. Stop pretending you don't see it. You see it. All you girls see it. All y'all date down. Nobody wants to date up. That's the large part of the problem in every culture. But that goes back to people wanting to have power over each other. Lazy bitches. But I ain't finna worry my battery down talking about you hoes. I just want to talk.